I just finished watching The Loved One, and it has left me feeling incredibly heavy. I've been taking deep breaths for the last 5 minutes. Not many movies affect me this deeply. The story follows Ellie, played by Anne, and Eric, played by Echo. At first, Ellie is portrayed as a typical wealthy woman who has the luxury of time and freedom to find herself and search for meaning in life. Meanwhile, Eric feels much more grounded in reality. As a middle-class man, he requires stability, a job, and a steady income to provide. He doesn't have the luxury to pause and ask existential questions because daily life already demands too much of him. Right from the start, their perspectives on life are entirely different. This contrast makes it easy to believe, during the first half of the film, that Eric is the one who loves more. The phenomenal acting by Anne and Echo makes the emotional weight even heavier. Some scenes feel raw and painfully real, as if the actors themselves have lived through these exact heartbreaks. The dialogue flows naturally without feeling forced, stripped of any unnecessary lines. What surprised me most was how the movie slowly shifts your perspective. The opening line suggests a clear distinction regarding who loved more and who was merely the loved one. However, as the story unfolds, you realize that both of them were deeply loved, just in ways that were fundamentally incompatible. Initially, I sympathized with Eric. From his point of view, Ellie is difficult to understand. If you already possess love, stability, and a partner who is willing to stay, what more could you possibly be searching for? But as the narrative shifts to Ellie's point of view, I gradually began to understand her, especially regarding her views on marriage. She loves Eric and wants to be with him, but she genuinely fears the permanence and heavy weight that comes with those vows. That fear felt paralyzing and real. The raw conversations they have while hurting each other completely changed how I viewed both characters. A specific line about their child made me pause in utter shock at Eric's words. That was the exact moment I stopped taking sides. The theme of letting go truly stands out. Even if the ending did not completely satisfy me, you can deeply feel the moment they finally release each other. It is not because they stopped loving one another, but because love alone is sometimes not enough to make two people fit into each other's lives, no matter how much history they share. Structurally, the presentation of the past and present timelines reminded me of Better Call Saul, particularly with the black and white scenes representing the present day. It gives the narrative a quiet sense of emotional aftermath, allowing the memories to slowly unfold rather than forcing an explanation. By the end, I honestly didn't know who a loved one really was, or if the entire point was that they both were. I give it a solid 4 out of 5.